Sid!
With what?
No!
It's Miss Middledore. Very strange.
When she is, she acts like we're...
In the cloud.
That's what I said.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When... Then it's probably just about the end.
You didn't break it, did... Don't listen to...
But who's gonna put Miss...
Why don't I go?
You do that. She's in her dad...
Don't scare him.
Thanks for the warning. Mid.
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right. If this doesn't steer
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wing.
What else would I be...
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. Is this really so important?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all... The Fallen had their chance. But not me. Well,
And is that a one-woman?
are you volunteering? But if a godfather's offering to... First, I'll need oil. And not just... Then I'll need some bone. Or...
If it's beast bones you're after,
No, they'll know...
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. If I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Middledore mentioned a new project yet?
All right.
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone.
Most bones are the same. If it's durability,
I do. Well, any old adamantus?
well, with shells, but don't expect to make quick.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sid, I was
It depends what we're...
a bearer, but recently freed from his bonds. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why...
I don't mind.
Because our ranks are filled with men, but scouting, we're few with the nose. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought...
Sounds reasonable.
So you happy to oversee the boys?
One can never have...
Truer words. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial and that he is to proceed direct.
No time like the present.
No time like the present.
Northreach. Mid's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough. When did you get so big? Ready, go? Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide? Looks like we found him. I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype. Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I'm nervous.
Well, Metz, this is the initial.
Yours.
Please.
Oh, the sergeant says you.
To become a scout, yeah?
I am.
And who would that be?
Gav, no magic. It taught me, and I've been training.
You clearly have...
So.
Not far from here is an MP, and bring it here.
And bring it here.
No. You'll need to all without being...
Ember.
Know my limits. I won't let you.
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me. Come on. These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it. Ember!
and run!
If you want him... Gone.
Where is Ember?
He must have fled. He was just He was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he...
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak.
The right man. I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Hey? Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid...
What? Wasn't it to bring the thing back?
He has you then, as a...
But Sid, he...
He did what he thought was best.
Of course. Don't you leave...
Yes, sir.
Enough of you lot, eh? The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in? This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Leaving so soon, We've been watching from a distance.
Subtle, I know.
Then we need hand me, leave it in
Your care.
that, but by what?
Then I'll have to. I won't let.
Then we've very well.
Let's see, shall. This one.
Impressive, but we have.
Why do you want it?
It lays out and it tells. Would you say that?
I don't know.
You don't. Your sword. So let me. There is that it is a question. If enough.
So you try.
We are trying from knowledge. That is all. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian.
You should have seen it.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back.
Yes. Truth be told, from what I hear,
No. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey. But he didn't lose.
Indeed it is. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not all I have gleaned.
Wait, sir. And this time, after all, he did do as you asked.
with a bit of art, but scouts by sniffing out that log. Young Emp wouldn't do to waste it now.
Fine.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my day. I'll show you.
Daft as a... Just like... And if you ask me, that time the...
Good nerd.
Just don't tell.
Forgive me, Sid.
But that's what. Remember that. Vivian, I found it.
You... Even though I fear
I met and I convinced. He told me something, that the truth is, and that if enough...
It does, but it also means, provided that... How's this sound?
You said that the...
It did. She was a gallows, and by shunning... I, too. She taught me that my... And that...
Do you still feel that way?
Honestly, perhaps the result... But the more... So if you'll permit, remember, give the men...
I'll try it. Mid.
Ah,
Tell me.
it's... and a cogwheel. Gears that small.
Wait, the children. Now that I think.
The young uns, I'll keep working on...
Sid,
She wasn't hiding. She's just busy working.
A new invention. Is it an egg?
do you think she'll let us...
That just so happened. A brass gear.
Oh!
We saved it, just in case.
Since all the pieces that...
That's.
Look. I found it. Is that a...
That's all for now.
Thanks, Sid.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Well,
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe.
will it work?
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important... The wings aren't going to move on their own. Well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need, won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat flap. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it? And I reckon I've got a fair few good
I'm sure you do.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project
Sid,
By all means.
it's my old master, and something else.
How did she come?
Finding bearers, and it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. And even better for her.
Leaving the bearers to be...
Sid, and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden I can't let those bearers die in their cells.
We'll be needing the Enterprise.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, and we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of...
Thank you, Chadwick. The thought of him helped.
He must be very...
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to... We should head there as quickly.
As do I.
Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong?
I've received word from Cyril. Yeah,
His will.
in the crypt. But after Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, and in the process of doing so,
I'm surprised, Annie.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience.
Of course. I want to know what's in that...
Very well.
You all right?
Something troubling.
It's just
I'm sure she'd like...
back in the north. Yeah, I'll let the little...
So,
Well, the problem is that Ed is due any...
is there anything I can do to... All right, then.
a good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. The thing is...
Only the big...
that or the bird who...
Well, there's no shortage of... I think I might make that my first port.
You're a good friend.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention there was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo. Near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
We've got a few rooms going spare now.
What are you after? Take care out there, eh?
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even about.
Whoever's idea it was to take those bearers away.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone? Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine?
I'm looking for a silver choc...
That no one, word is, if any are...
You're probably right. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon.
All's well, my lord.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change.
Caution, brother.
He safe. More tracks. The chocobo was here. I don't hear anything. Well, I'll be dead. It's all right. Just borrowing a... Thank you. Let's get this back to Gab. Let's go. Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry. To the stables, girl. There were no guards, I take.
None manning the gate. It's a different story inside, though. If Chadwick...
Don't give up hope, just let me check the ground.
Then I'll search the...
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life. So this place, and I doubt.
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Have care. Minimal loss, even the... They were feeding. Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on. No luck.
I know. Bearers die every... Pitting bearers against a wild... And not just those who could... And those who wouldn't.
I'm afraid.
Then we're too late.
Don't say that.
A key.
Perhaps it will fit one of the... Finish up here.
All right.
Let's see what we can find down here. A survivor. And she sounds close. There's...
You...
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Sid.
I'm fine. What is it?
A diary.
I'm sure he fought brave.
Chadwick.
Come on.
No. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly, but I thank the...
I know. I'm sorry.
There's no need. How he fought to the bitter end to save. That's the man I remember. The man
I wish I could have met. I'd like to hear more about your...
Of course. You already met my former master. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never so we escaped. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was all...
But even in captivity, and he died, not as someone's to...
Haida Marie is proof of that. And the curse breakers will... I'll fight until my dying.
Thank you, Doris.
Sides 100 to 1.
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
It was no trouble.
Clive, how'd you get on?
Any luck, you said?
Crystals, where in there?
It's a long...
right there.
Everything up there. The empty cabin made for the...
Don't blame yourself. They'll find a new... After all. Anyway, what? And now all...
I didn't know you could...
Like the fact I'm as... And that bone embergy.
But it weren't your... I slew one of my...
So all those long...
Don't...
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your...
Now, will I? I should go and see if that...
Give it my best.
You can...
It's usually me making demands of our pockets. Lawsman Harpocrates.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what...
You spoke of making amends with...
Then I should begin by telling you that I was... This was some years ago, of course. At that time, I was counted among to supervise, all to ensure that the few... Alas, our time I had not expected...
Have you spoken with him?
No, His Highness always seems so preoccupied, not when I know he dwells...
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people, and I did nothing to ease that. It is one of my greatest, and what he truly, the blame for...
I see. I'm ready to help.
Then I beg. Apothecary is fabulous.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before. Well, those which there is a waterfall. Whether they still survive...
It's all right.
Thank you, Clive.
Me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well. Is...
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is...
Go on. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when it bends on the way. I mean, I hope you like it.
I thank you.
If there's anything you need, just let it...
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off?
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day, my mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over, what with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister, and then I didn't. Me whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.